You looking for Paige? You looking at the Lions?
Oh no, I'm looking at the lines.
Sound check. We all good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Check.
probably. We'll find out.
So we're doing 22. Well, I guess obviously.
Videos live. Here's music.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Can We Talk? This is your boy Eric, and I'm here with the usual suspects, Shayna, Anthony, and our special guest, Robin. What's happening?
What's poppin', guys?
Robin,
Tell us your Instagram right
yeah,
quick.
tell us.
My Instagram is Robin_niggas.
So
I like
Robin
that.
niggas.
Robin.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
It's inspired by Gucci Man. If I wouldn't rapping, then I'll be Robin.
Hey, yo, we got an interesting show. We're waiting for Paige. So Paige will be here a little bit later. But we're gonna talk about the top 20 hip hop songs. We get to that later.
Right.
But prior to that, I want to touch on some events that happened this weekend. I'm sure y'all all are aware of this MAGA bomber guy. Did you hear about that?
Whoa, wait. I'm sorry. I've been real unplugged.
Yeah.
What?
You missed
Who
it?
bomb what?
All right. So y'all, I'm sure Shane and Anthony know about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
All right. So it was apparently this guy who's a Trump supporter who was
the
sending.
worst bomb
so
maker
he's-
ever.
He's the worst bomb maker. So he was sending bombs to Democratic figures. So he sent it to the Clintons, the Obamas, to CNN, to
First of all,
Maxine
that's
Waters.
so extra. Like, what?
way too
How
extra.
much time do you have on your hands? Why do you care so much about these people that
Serious?
you want to kill them?
And that's my
And
thing.
Robert De Niro too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
Robert
Robert De
De
Niro
Niro.
of all people?
Because he's a
That lets you know how
he's
important
against
he
Trump.
is.
He's anti-Trump.
He's
But-
very anti-Trump. He said "fuck Trump" on like one of those award shows.
Good.
If you think he had a lot of time on his hand for making bombs, you should see his van.
Oh, his van
Oh
was
yeah,
so
his van is
weird and creepy.
weird. Yeah,
So his
like,
van was like
So
one of the
wait.
pedophile vans, like the white ones, and then like the windows were covered with like anti Obama, anti Clinton, pro Trump stuff all over, just like
Yeah.
stickers on the windows.
That
But
stuff's
I really
crazy.
want to know, like, what did he put party
Where did he
poppers?
bomb?
And, like, what?
So
like,
wait,
none of them went off. None of them started smoking.
that's
like,
what I was about to ask. Like, wait, did the bombs go off? Like, where did the bomb hit?
So the bombs never went off. So apparently the CIA Secret Service were able to intercept prior to.
He can't do shit right.
Right, he can't even get like he sent out 12 or 13 bombs and none of them went off, which is good though because we don't want nobody to die.
That's a
obviously, but
terrible percentage. Like, damn,
Yeah.
0 out of 13.
I can't believe you didn't hear about that. This was on the
No,
news.
I
Oh.
haven't been like I deleted all my social media off my phone. But just took a little bit of a break.
You got to.
God bless
Yeah.
you.
I don't blame you on that one because that's sometimes it's needed. You got to just rewind.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes when it's just too much, like my timeline was just crazy. I was like, okay, this
Right.
might be my moment,
So-
so I deleted it. And I got it back though because I was like, oh shit, I got a podcast to do.
Like, you
Let me go to my Instagram.
Got to make sure you get those likes and share it.
Yeah, that shit took so long to download. I was
Right.
like, man.
You do have your own. Wait, do you have your own podcast?
Yes, I do have
Oh,
my
okay.
own podcast. I was gonna try to slide
Go
that.
ahead,
Yeah,
in.
slide that in real
Thank
quick.
you.
Guerrilla
Thank
Your
you
marketing.
plug.
for that transition. So my podcast is called Call You Back Podcast. It is me and my best friend, Kayla. K Simone. Follow her on all social media, The Real K Simone, and follow the podcast on all social media, Call You Back Pod.
Okay.
So it's based on our phone conversations because we sit on the phone all day. In my 9 to 5, I'm a receptionist, so I
Oh.
sit in a room by myself, buzzing people in and out. She a mail carrier,
Oh,
so people just harass her all day as she's dropping
Wow.
off mail. So we sit on the phone and talk about anything and everything like we do on the show. So
Yeah.
we talk music, movies. We talk about relationships, friendships, because we've been friends since we were like 14,
Wow.
but we fell out. Like we stopped being friends for 3 years.
That happens.
Yeah, like we both made avid decisions like this friendship is over.
Hey.
And due to a series of unfortunate events, we like became friends again. And it took like family deaths and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so we became friends again, and she has always done radio. She's interned for radio stations. She did the Specs Howard thing,
Okay.
all of
Okay.
that. So when I got the idea for a podcast, hit up the one person
Wow.
that has the most, knowledge, and here we are.
I like that.
So you both were talking on it, or is it just you?
No, it's both of us. It's our
Okay.
show. Yes, we are a unit,
That's
the
you know
Jam Duo.
that's I got to hear this. I got to check
Yeah,
in.
so we have
sure.
like what the fuck news on the show.
That's every
Yes,
day. What the fuck is going on?
No, but okay, see now you know why.
Right.
Because every day it's always something. What the fuck? Like
Right.
one time a guy was arrested for felony. Stealing $1.5 million in fajitas.
Wait.
He ordered them over 9-year span at a detention center. And the one day he missed work, my man's dropped the fajitas off. And they was like, we don't even have fajitas here. He like, look, I've been dropping off fajitas here for 9 years.
Hold on.
9 years.
9
So
years
he got
worth of fajitas. though?
with the fajitas, $1.5 million
Oh
in
my God.
fajitas. So
You know how much he fed his family, and man, they.
and they
They
said when they
always
went
ate.
to his house, it was just fajitas everywhere. For real, like he was like moving them bitches.
For 9 years,
Oh,
though.
wow.
Oh my god. So I'm sure y'all talk about some of the conversations that you hear as a receptionist, and you know.
Oh yeah, because well, I don't hear a lot. That's the beauty of
yeah,
my
that's true.
job.
That's true.
Because I have no one there. It is
Right.
just me by myself all day.
Oh
So
my God.
when people do come in there, and my job does like placement for mental health.
Okay.
So when people come in there, like the people that provide the services come to my job.
Yeah.
So those people are dicks.
That happens.
So
That happens all the time.
often.
Yeah.
But my job is a great place to work. And they
Allegedly. No.
Wink, wink.
right. No, but they I do believe in like the services they provide, so it is a good place
Good.
to work. And you know, she a mail carrier.
Oh, so she sees stuff.
She
Did she ever get?
a lot
Do
of
mail
shit.
carriers ever get chased by dogs? I want to know.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Yes.
Okay.
Do not ever underestimate that shit. They get chased by dogs. First of all, my dog is a terrible dog. Like he hates the mail people. So they sent me this thing in the mail, and it was like a hologram of a vicious dog.
What?
Yes. And my dog is not. He's when you look at him, he
Yeah.
looks like a little
It's a tiny
bundle
dog.
of joy.
like-
Yeah,
Oh,
a
okay.
bundle of joy, but no, he's can be a little vicious. But yes, mail carriers, she's gotten chased by dogs.
Yep.
She's had to complain about dogs. She stopped giving people mail because of their dogs.
Wow.
It gets it's real out here.
Well, I
Wow.
need to hear this. So we definitely check into that.
So do we want to move straight into it, or I'll say a quick thing. I saw Bad Times the El Royale, pretty solid, a little too long, but it was good.
How long was it?
I mean, that stuff was like 2 hours and 19 minutes, man. I mean, it kept
You said in the movie theater. You
2
don't look
hours
on the see. Look, I'm a movie goer,
Yeah.
so I look and see how long movies are because I'm not gonna sit in the theater
No,
for
I,
that
kn-
long.
I knew how long it was gonna be. I wanted to see it. So I mean, it has flashbacks to each person that ends up at the hotel. So it was interesting. It
That
kept
should have been a
it
series.
it kept me engaged. It kept me engaged.
All right. So you recommend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shayna, what you listen to?
Nothing has really come out that has caught my ear. So what do y'all
Future-
think about the synagogue shooting?
Oh yeah, that's horrible. First off, how did the guy not get killed?
He
By the
shot
police.
4 cops.
He shot 4 cops and was walked out pretty much scot free.
I'm assuming this person was white.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's how.
Yeah,
Questions answered.
yeah, but that's sad. Rest in peace to the victims, because that's like you go to your religious institution, wherever that is, you know, just
Place
trying to
of
pray,
worship.
and you get killed. Like that's horrible. That just shows you where we are in our society.
Yeah, rest in
Another
peace.
WTF moment, you know, in our country. Yeah, sad. But let's get into
So Takeoff came out with his his solo single.
I mean, it sounds just like
Future and Juice WRLD got an album together. I mean, I'm not a Future fan, but
Juice WRLD, his project was nice. I liked it, and I don't even really like the
SoundCloud
that
rap.
new age. Yeah, so I have like the
Yeah.
ones that I pick and choose to like. But Takeoff is underrated. He's coming through. Everybody watch out. That shit's gonna be fired because Quavo shit was trash.
you know
I
who
mean, it was trash, but I think everybody's like rooting because he's like the underdog. Like
Who,
I take
Somebody let me on
yeah.
Bad
But
Bougie.
Takeoff, it's not even that he the underdog. He really is the best lyricist out of the three of them.
I,
And they
I
all
believe
agree.
Offset
They
is
all
the
agree.
best.
I think Offset the best
I think
too.
Offset.
Offset
is the
think
best
Takeoff
Negro.
the best.
You know who I like low key?
Yeah, but I mean, I think Iggy Azalea is a great rapper. I don't agree.
Wait,
with
who
that.
said
Why? What? Ouch.
Who said Iggy Azalea? What?
I felt
Listen.
that. Why would that happen?
You know who I like low key from the SoundCloud rap generation is
Who's that?
Young Boy Never Broke Again. I
Oh,
like him.
NBA.
I,
yeah.
I, I
straight.
enjoy him.
He's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, as
He's so
fuck.
weird.
Yeah,
Like
his Instagram is strange.
Well,
Like-
I don't watch all that. I just listen to the music.
he's a weirdo. Like he like is like like a marker of like the death of
The rap-
artist development.
Yeah.
Like he can't interview.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
He's too high or what?
He's a little bit
He
everything.
doesn't. He's not refined. There's plenty of artists that were high in like the peak, but they could interview, right?
I don't think necessarily being refined. You don't have to be refined to be an artist. I think it's about your.
You don't have to be
your
refined,
music.
but you.
But at least be at
there
least
needs
able to
be
have an
some
interview,
type of-
right?
Yes, there needs
Right.
to be some type of artist development. That's like a dead art.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's a nice transition. You ready?
So we're doing 20 to 1. All right.
So we got a list by definitivedose.com. It's probably the most accurate, debatable list of top hip hop albums. I think we should start with 21 because 21 is a nice jump off, and we're just gonna go all the way to 1. Y'all ready?
All right, let's do this.
Sure.
License to Ill by Beastie Boys. I like
21.
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
I think they deserve their spot in hip hop.
21 though.
21. I mean, considering the albums we gonna run into, I don't know. You think it should be higher or lower?
I think it's good.
It's a good word.
I mean, Beastie Boys were.
It's solid.
Yeah, they're a good group. They're a solid group. I think that they influenced a lot of rappers and artists that you see now.
they got some great music videos too.
They do have some great videos, and I love how Eminem used sort of copy the art
Right,
Mhm.
of
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze. Took that from Beastie Boys. I'm fine with it. If y'all fine with it, I'm fine with it. I mean, what
Okay.
y'all think?
I'm fine with it. I like License to Ill, like the new style. Like I like that album.
Okay. All right, let's keep it there.
Okay, Run DMC self-titled album number 20. It
I
was
feel like we should have started at the top. I need to know what's at the top now. Like,
Like,
I mean, but it's better to go from like the bottom to the top, ain't it? Because you could like argue what needs to be higher or lower.
okay.
we can always rearrange
It was-
afterwards too if you want.
It was the first hip hop album to ever receive a 5 mic rating from the Source. I didn't know the Source lasted that long, from the 80s.
Yeah, the source was
The
best.
Source
source
is-
was standing strong for
Right.
a couple
minute,
decades.
and that was back when like the 5 mic rating like meant something. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
even like 4.5, like 4 mics. It's like, man, this is like a really solid album.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's not really the one DMC album I like, but I like Raising Hell better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's good. A little higher maybe because of who they are. But
Paige.
Paige is here.
Paige is here.
What's up, Paige?
We're joined by Paige, y'all. You
I like
know,
your sweatshirt.
have a seat. And so, Paige, we're just going through.
Giving you a hug from here.
Where were we? We're number 20. We're at number 21. No, we're at number
We're at-
20.
We're at 20 now. So Run DMC self-titled album. That's basically, I guess, their first album, maybe.
Okay.
What y'all think? Is what it is. It's that era though.
I
It's
know.
kind of like that era.
It was
You know
the
what I
era,
mean?
so it was like just based off of based off just respect. You got to sort of give it to them. Like, all right,
Okay, so
That's fine.
we moving on.
Yep.
I'll let you do the next one, Shayna. 19.
19 is
We're doing top 21.
Life After Death by Notorious B.I.G.
Much higher.
19.
I would expect it to be much higher.
Much
too.
higher.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That-
saying. Like, nah, I need
what?
to see what's at the
No,
top. and
absolutely
these are at the
not. Like,
bottom.
no.
That was a solid
No,
double
it was.
disc album.
No,
Right.
it's not. Like, it's not. Like,
I mean,
I guess
Let's
it
go down the
depends on
list.
when
Let's
you
go down the
listen
list.
to it. Because I listened to it when it came out, and to me, in my opinion, it had a lot of filler on there. A lot of songs on there were just bad.
Well,
It was
listen.
not a good double album.
Well, listen, I listened to Relapse when it came out, but I look back on it as a horrorcore masterpiece. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, it ain't Eminem's
For
best.
the time, like, it came out in 1997.
Listen,
Yeah.
we got Notorious Thugs, going back to Cali.
We also
Ten-
had another with a Little Kim, which is trash.
10 crack
10
commandments.
crack
though.
commandments.
I mean,
Play
yeah,
a
those
hater.
are gems,
Right.
but there's also a lot of filler on there.
There's like probably like 4 filler songs on the second disc.
Name them.
Okay. Yeah, let me get back to it. So you said another was trash. Nasty Boy was trash. And everything else is great. My Downfall, Long Kiss Goodnight, World is Filled, Sky's the Limit. You're nobody till somebody kills
Honestly,
you.
Right.
this is one of my favorite albums from him.
It's not
Shayna-
my
Shayna
favorite.
feeling
It's
some type of
not
way
my
right now.
favorite
She-
Biggie album.
there's
not
only
even
2
by
though.
a little
Right,
bit.
it's only-
Like,
ready to die. You know?
I mean,
not even by a little bit. Like, it's a lot of like, and just like given the time period when you came out, like you really had to come, especially when it came to double disc, like you had to come with that shit. And then it just the time, like when it came, it may have I'm not gonna lie, it did age well.
I mean,
Yeah.
disc
But-
one is straight fire though. What's
Nigga,
the?
you was 2 when it
He
came
was
out.
2
Like,
Come
you
on,
was
man.
2, like-
Listen, man. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna
We
do
was
are
that.
2 years
going
old. You
to
were
do
kinda
that.
young,
Like
though.
we are
We gotta
because of the
respect
time of when it
her
came
opinion.
out.
Listen,
Like
man.
it just was not good.
I know, it's
She
only-
just stuck in that era. It's okay.
Yeah.
But look, what's the filler on disc one? Just tell me. All these songs are straight great.
I'm not looking at the track list right now.
Okay, so that means she can't answer me.
Nice.
She
Listen, I
just
think
wasn't feeling it.
I
Yeah,
think-
it's too much filler on there. Like I'm not saying that there weren't gems. Like there were gems on there, absolutely.
Mm.
But there was too
Okay.
much filler on there.
All right, where would you put it?
I put it higher up. I don't know the
I
exact
would not
number.
put it higher than 19. I would put it maybe. I would put it like maybe.
Yo,
I feel like we need to
below
run through
20.
like 50 to 22 just to
I gotta say top 10. I gotta say top 10. Just
Top
for-
top 10.
10?
I don't know.
I
I
got
wouldn't say
to,
top
man.
10.
I don't think there's any
I would
rap
say
double
15.
disc that will make the top 10.
All Eyes on Me don't need to be up there.
Not in the top 10,
Top 15 maybe.
maybe.
Okay, what's 18?
Okay, 18. All right, let's move on.
Oh,
You right,
Dr.
you
Dre
right.
Chronic,
Chronic 2001.
2001.
That's a classic album.
That's a classic. Yeah.
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 18?
A little,
remember
too, a
11
little too irreverent, but classic.
I remember
But
11-year-old
like,
me
how
was.
do you feel like about? Well, I'm not about like the whole like ghostwriting thing.
Well, Dr. Dre, I look at him as a producer. Like, you
Yeah.
know, even with Kanye, even nowadays, I look at him as somebody who, you know, he reads somebody else's verses who write
Right.
them for him, and you know, it's like singers, you know, they sing other people's words and make it hot.
It's
I agree.
always been, whether you know it or not, whether they put them in the credits or not, it's always been.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
That's real.
Hey, we hear you. Do we hear her?
Oh, do you hear me?
Talking to the front of the microphone, not the top.
Hello.
No,
Oh.
the front.
Oh,
'Cause
hello.
Tilt it up for her.
Hey.
So, hey,
I think
You hear
18
me?
is good.
18 is solid. I think 11-year-old me, you know, I like a few of the songs in that, but
Looking back on it, it's a little crude, but I like it though. It's still a
Yeah.
classic.
okay, that's I'm fine with that.
What
All
you
right,
what you think, Shayna?
I can't, I'm not gonna argue with this placing.
Yeah.
of it, No.
So 17, we got Eric B and Rakim paid in full.
Mm,
That's solid.
Mm,
I mean, it's Rakim, man.
Yeah.
I think it should be maybe a little. I don't know what's at the top. Like we're going like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
it maybe
Well-
it should be a little higher.
Yeah. I mean, do y'all want to change paces and go from the top? Because I feel like
No,
Well, no,
no,
let's
no,
just
that's,
start
no, we want to
it.
we want to have the
Okay.
grand.
Yeah, because if we
Okay.
want to go back and hit back on the ones that we
paid
feel
in
like
full
weren't
needs to be
placed.
higher. I agree.
Yeah.
I
with
agree.
that.
I agree.
I
Okay.
agree
Yeah,
with
it's a
that.
classic.
That's a classic one. You know, Eric B for president, all that. Okay, 16. What we got, Shayna?
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, The Message.
Oh, so this is the classic.
I just know that the title track though. Just
Yeah.
coming from where I'm coming from. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. 16 might be good, but for like legendary status, you know, it's a paying homage thing to put them up higher too. Like, what do y'all think?
I
They
can
got
agree
their
with you.
spot.
You know,
Yeah.
don't
Right.
push me.
Cause
You know,
I can agree with you because again, I know the one song.
right. That's the only song I know.
That's all I
but-
know. Because 1982, I mean, I was not even thought of. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama was still having house parties.
so keep it there.
Yeah, I say keep
Alright.
it there. Okay, Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions. That's the Bridges Over, Criminal Minded, South Bronx.
I think that's good.
See, I'm looking at what's right above it, and I
That's right
would.
above.
Yo,
Wait, we
can't-
Planet, let's
we
just
cheating.
skip to it. 14 Planet Rock. Those,
So
those-
I
Oh,
would,
right,
I would
right.
definitely like. I don't know what's at the top, but I would definitely switch those two.
yeah, I wouldn't put Planet Rock there. I get why Planet Rock is important, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that there. Criminal Minded needs to be up 14. So yeah, I say that.
Do you think like Planet Rock as like an EDM classic?
Kind of. Yeah. That's
For sure. Yeah.
Black people started everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
For real. So you would switch.
I
Criminal
would. Yeah, I
Minded
would
with-
switch Criminal Minded
Okay.
with Planet Rock definitely.
Okay.
Will we put Planet Rock over Chronic? Chronic 2?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I put Chronic 2 over Planet
But
Rock.
like, see, it's hard because like '86, I was 2, so I don't know like what was out at the time. Like a lot of the stuff, like you have to look at it in the context of what
Yeah.
was hot at the time,
Yeah.
what was
But-
different about it, as far as content, the sound. Was it innovative?
I mean, but we still know like what was important and what wasn't and why it was hot. Like even being as young as we are, we still know like the deal.
But I don't know what else was out at the time, in 1986. I don't know how innovative this album was. Like, how did it, did it change rap? I don't know. I wasn't around.
But I mean, if that's the case, you can only judge music that came out in your time. We always gonna judge music before and after. It's like, was it innovative to you? Do you feel like it changed things to you? It's all how music hit you
It's true.
as a person.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I still listen to Raising Hell by Run DMC, and I wasn't alive when that came out.
Right, but I'm
That's a
sure that
solid
shit
album.
still sit with you though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Okay, so
That was trendy though. It's trendy.
what do you mean?
Like, Run DMC was a pop group.
Yeah,
Right.
It was like
They
the
had
The
reason-
They had bars,
MTV
though.
rap.
Yeah, but that was
they
the
had
point. They
bars.
had
Yeah,
bars
like
and
that.
they was able to appeal to everyone.
Mhm.
yeah.
Didn't they make a song with Aerosmith? Walk
Yeah.
This Way?
Yeah.
Walk This Way.
That's a
Yeah.
dope song. All right, number 13, All Eyes on Me, Tupac.
All eyes on me.
We gonna see what's above that. I'll take 13. Though.
I say yes and no.
It's
I
straight.
mean, all eyes. I'll
It
keep
should
it
be
there.
definitely above Life After Death as far as a double
What?
rating. a
Oh,
We ain't
double
gonna
what?
get into that. We ain't- Nah, man.
As
I
far
can't-
as rating a double disc, but this album also has filler songs that I
Yeah,
think
for
are
sure.
absolute complete trash.
I feel All Eyes on
Double
Me got
disc
more
got
filler.
hard, so.
Yeah, double discs are hard to make.
They real risk. It's
Especially in
like-
those double discs. Don't weren't both of those made like post death?
No,
Mm.
All Eyes on Me was made while Tupac was alive.
Tupac was alive.
And Life After Death, I mean, Biggie made it while he was alive, but
But
it
it
Right,
came
was
out
re-
after he
released
died.
after,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't have final say in it. So I feel
I
like the
believe he
album
did.
always gonna
Yeah.
always is gonna be a little different.
I think Tupac was alive when it came out. Yeah, Tupac was definitely alive when All Eyes on Me came out.
Okay.
That's straight up.
Yeah.
One of the best hip hop double disc albums I ever heard. Forever is a mighty long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
I agree with that.
Big Crit, that was a hard feat to keep
Yeah.
me interested for that long. But yeah,
and it's
But
like
that's
little
what
to
he
no
does,
filler.
though.
Yeah, Big
yeah,
Crit
Big Crit is awesome.
he's
Let's
just
give
not.
let's give
Let's give it up
shout out
for-
to Big Crit.
It's
Give it
not
up to
a,
Big Crit.
it's not a lot of terrible shit Big Crit can do.
Yeah, that's facts.
I don't know, man. I think All Eyes got more filler than Life and Death. Life
So you-
After Death
So it should be lower on the list. you
I
think?
don't know.
might be a little higher. I don't know. I like it where it is right now.
Okay.
Maybe.
We can rearrange this later after we go through the rest of them.
Yeah, because
Okay.
We can
I'm
make our
really
final
interested
judgment.
in seeing what's number one now.
Me too.
That's gonna be debate, man. All right, but number 12, I'll let you go.
The Fugees.
The Score.
The score. Ooh.
Solid.
That's
album.
solid.
Very
Solid.
solid.
That's
It
solid.
might
Solid.
even go
I ain't-
higher.
Yeah, like
That
I'm really trying to
What's
see what's
above?
number one. I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
it at where it's at though.
That's
but
a
Yeah.
that's a
Real
solid
Lauren.
it's
spot for
solid.
that.
It
That's
deserves
Lauren
it.
Hill vocals.
It could
though?
definitely be
Oh.
in top 10.
Oh, this needs to be higher.
It could definitely.
That's my
be.
favorite album. 11, Equemini by Outkast.
Okay.
I knew that was gonna be on.
That might have
That
to be
needs to
a-
be
that might
higher.
be a little higher.
That's not top 10.
That
It
needs
was,
to
it
be
was
higher.
break
right
top
outside the top 10.
But I'm looking at
okay.
number 10, and
What's number 10?
Let's hear what number
Hold on,
10.
hold on. Let's talk
We
about
gotta discuss.
Equemini. Let's talk about Equemini. So this was the point.
Classic.
Like most people argue, AT Aliens was the point, but this is the point where Outkast they really got into like their like they merged everything together so perfectly. Funk, hip hop, jazz,
Right.
R&B, everything was merged perfectly on this album for me. Like I mean, like I said, you could debate AT Aliens was that point too, which came before this, but
Yeah.
Equemini was that starting point for me.
it's also a 5 mic album, but it didn't get 5 mics initially.
Mm.
The source went back and gave it 5 mics.
Disrespect.
I mean,
Right.
they messed up.
In retrospect,
They
they knew
messed
like
up.
this is a classic.
Yeah.
They admitted their faults.
Sometimes music gotta sit with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
And,
like every Drake album.
And this
Man, J. Cole
So
really
every
though.
Drake-
I ain't feel Born Center until like 2 years
You
later.
gotta-
I
Born
went back and
Center
listened to
is
it.
like
It's
my
like,
You got to
Favorite J. Cole
digest it a little
album.
bit. It takes a minute.
It is. I think Equemini too. It sampled what Andre 3000 said at the Source Awards, I believe, or Big Boy. One of them said like, "Yo, the South got something to say." They say that on the final track,
Yeah.
Chunky Fire. Like, we just got something to say. That's all we're up here for, you know. And that kind of like made the point where like the South, we need to be up in hip hop too, because New York hip hop, it's like Beanie Siegel said, they had on Smash for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the West came, then the South came, and they let more people in.
The South ran for a long,
for
time.
real.
Long time.
Yeah.
You will have I mean, you can argue that they're still reigning right now,
I
like
agree
from
with that.
2004 and it's
Yeah.
2018.
I mean, between Houston and Atlanta
Yeah.
Yeah.
alone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, 10 is a good spot for this one. I'll let you go, Shayna.
Only built for Cuban Links, Raekwon.
Great
It's
album.
such a dope album.
Mhm.
Now-
So, like, that's why I was like, you say it could go higher.
Like, where do you
Like
put it?
I love this album. Like I really love this album. The features, like everybody came with it. Ghostface, Nas, Mob, like everybody came with it.
And a little known fact, there's a skit on here that this is Biggie's Life After Death cover, saying he was biting Nas's Illmatic cover. So yeah, there's a little hip hop fact there. I don't know, man. Like I feel like when I first listened to it, of course it was everything new. Like this is the first Wu-Tang album I heard, not 36 Chambers. So I was like, I was new to the whole dialect and everything. But the more I listened to it, the more I, viewed Way kind of Ghostface as just like monster lyricist.
And like Nas's verse on Verbal Intercourse
Oh,
is like
yeah.
one of my favorite Nas verses ever.
He killed that. I don't know. You keep it at 10,
For right now.
For right now.
but you think it's above Aquemini. I don't know, man.
I mean, I really love both of these albums. So I don't know.
Maybe.
Like I
All
don't
right.
know.
Number 9, we got Doggy Style by Snoop Doggy Dogg. Not Snoop Dogg, Snoop Doggy
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg.
Doggy
Right.
Dog.
His first album. It's a solid first album. It was a very good album when I heard it. Number 9, I don't know. I don't know about top 10.
I will put it in
Yeah,
the
I
top
was thinking
15.
that too. I
It
don't
has
know
some
about
great
top
hits.
10.
Gin and Juice, Who Am I, What's My
Yeah.
Name? Lottie Dottie, which is one of
Yeah.
the greatest hip hop songs of all time. But I don't know. 9?
I switched that to 11.
You said what?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
definitely
I would
put
say-
I would definitely put Aquemini above Doggy Style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Aquemini, like you said, was like an emergence of like different genres. It was very innovative.
Mhm.
With Doggy Style, we had already heard the funk thing with Dr. Dre
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
and the written DLC lyrics also.
Yeah. Aquemini was also a lot more contextual. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
So you should put
Yeah, make that
Doggy
switch.
Style
A
11.
little lower. A little
put
lower.
Doggy Style 11 and then switch bump
Okay.
up.
Aquemini.
Yeah,
Aquemini.
Outkast deserve top 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Number 8. Yo,
Low
that's a
End
great
Theory.
album. Go
This is
ahead.
a great album, but this is not my favorite. Tribe Called Quest, the Low End. This is not my
Oh, the
favorite
Low End
Tribe
Theory.
album.
No?
Well, that's
Midnight Marauders is
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite.
that's
Tribe
subjective,
album.
though. I mean, we're all.
I would put Midnight Marauders there. Like Low End Theory it's not my
Yo,
favorite
but
Tribe
let
album.
me say something though. Okay, so officially, if
it's
y'all didn't
key.
hear us, the Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest is number 8. Yo, but this was like when like Phife Dawg really arrived as like one of the top tier lyricists. Well, it's just him and Q-Tip really of Tribe Called Quest. I don't know, man. I feel like that has a spot right there, number 8.
Give me your keys.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you.
Just
I'm
over
like,
here,
"Keep
put-
these keys.
I'll put it in my pocket. It's okay.
You just jangling keys and
Let me know, man. Just let me know. But yeah. Number 8, like I like that spot.
okay, let's keep it there.
No disagreements.
None.
Well, I mean, you got one from me, but
That's just gonna happen.
Okay, number 7, Straight Outta Compton by NWA.
I'm leaving it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna leave it there.
this is not my favorite NWA album.
That's all right.
Niggas for Life is my favorite. Like MC Rent, like he murdered that shit. Like this is not my favorite. Like it's like the most popular NWA
Right.
I was about
album.
to
Right,
but
yeah.
it's not
It's-
the best.
It's the
to
best
me.
commercial.
Yeah.
It's the best commercial.
I'm
album.
speaking from a
I like
subjective
it.
stance. I don't
Damn
know
it.
about number.
Yeah, number 7 is a little. I don't know.
A little high.
little
I
high.
wouldn't
for
put
me.
it my
But
number 7.
It was
Right.
also a very innovative album.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's true.
We gotta keep that in
I'm
check.
leaving it.
It changed things for hip hop for sure.
I'd
Yeah.
say move it a little lower. Robin says keep it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Well, you want to do number 6?
Number 6, we got Enter the Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers.
Right where it is.
For sure.
Yep.
Right where it is. That just cream,
Let's-
protect your
Let's
neck,
keep that right there.
bring the ruckus. Right where it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
Any
we can
disagreements?
leave it.
Are we
We
good?
can leave it.
This is
yeah.
the first one we had consensus on. All right, cool.
All right. Number 5. Go ahead, Shayna.
Top 5.
Public Enemy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it at number 5.
I'll leave it there too.
Yeah, let's keep that.
I'm iffy, but okay. I mean, Public Enemy needs to be there, but I'm iffy about that album though. Fear of a Black Planet though. That's a solid.
That's my
one.
favorite Public Enemy album.
Yeah, that's the one I want there, just for Fight the Power alone, because that was on there, right?
Yes. Fear of
Yeah.
a Black Planet. Yes.
Okay. We moving on.
Let's move on.
All right, number 4. I'll let you go.
Reasonable Doubt.
Yes.
Solid place.
It's
Yep.
not my favorite Jay-Z
I was about to say it's
album.
not my
Like,
favorite
it's not
Jay
my
album,
favorite
but
Jay
I'll leave
album,
it
and
for
I
what
really
it
feel
is.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people, they only put that like in their top 10 because Jay-Z himself said
Right.
this is my favorite album of
Yeah.
mine. It's not like people go back and like there are a lot of gems on this album, like, but
Not my
this is not
favorite.
my favorite Jay-Z album, and I kind of feel like a lot of people are like following in behind, like, oh, this
You
is
know,
his favorite album
to
of
me-
himself.
So it must be-
so it must be
yeah.
My
great. 'cause it's
favorite is
Jay.
Blueprint.
Yes,
know,
definitely.
You know, to me, I mean, I stopped listening to Jay-Z, but my favorite one when I was listening to him though, my favorite one when I was listening to him, I have to say it was Volume 2. I love Hard Knock Life. It was just
That's a
hit
good one.
after hit for me, but that's just my opinion.
No, I stick with Blueprint.
Blueprint.
I always
Yeah,
tell people
Blueprint's
like bury me with that album.
I actually
Uh,
wasn't allowed to listen to Blueprint. when
I
was
wasn't either. I snuck. I stole it from my sister, and I would listen to it.
I wasn't
And
allowed to
Heart
listen
of
to
the
any
City
this.
has always been my favorite song, and that's a Kanye production.
So how did you listen to it since you couldn't listen to?
Oh man, you know, I mean, I know the internet. LimeWire was popping.
LimeWire
LimeWire was popping. I mean, come on.
And then, like, also, like, look at the year it came out, like, 96. Like, a lot of dope albums came out that year. It Was Written came out that year. Like, Nas was the man, like, when this
Yeah.
album dropped, which kind of probably explains why it was a dud when it dropped. Like, it wasn't, it's still, it's, like, probably his least commercially successful album.
Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, I say keep it. Reasonable Doubt. It's not my favorite Jay-Z album. I think it might be one of his best. I put it up there, so yeah.
Okay. All right, what's next?
Number 3, The Chronic by Dr. Dre, the first one. I don't know about number 3 though, but
It's a little high. What's number?
It's very high.
we'll get
I'm
there.
really curious as the top 2.
It's very high if you ask me.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
like 3.
it's
Three is a
it
little-
was an innovative album, but it's too high.
it's too high.
Yeah.
It's too
Hey,
high.
Hey,
I'll
pun
keep it in the
intended,
top-
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Right. I keep
It's
it in
a
the top
top
10
50
somewhere,
list.
but not top. No, not top 3.
But like in the
I
top
don't know
10,
about
but
that.
like where will we put it? Like
Yeah, I got some
like,
of the
where will
questions
we
now.
put
Like,
it?
I'd put it behind
Where's
Reasonable
DMX
Doubt.
on this list, man?
He's probably lower. I put it behind Reasonable Doubt.
We gotta,
He like
It's
in
some type of list.
we got to read through the rest of those. We got to read through.
Listen,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
top 2 are debatable. The top
Yeah,
Top
oh,
two
yeah.
two
debatable.
are definitely
I would
debatable.
definitely
I don't
put
agree.
Switch.
Listen,
But-
I don't know about the first one, but you want to just do
I
2 and
agree.
1?
Okay, for number 2 is Nas Illmatic, and number 1 is
Ready to Die
Ready to Die.
by Notorious
Ready,
B.I.G.
I didn't really. I mean, I like some of the songs Ready to Die, but
This whole top 5.
would I put this
I don't-
over?
yeah.
This is debate. I told y'all this was debatable.
Top 5.
Man,
know.
Illmatic is not only like to me the dopest hip hop album of all time, but it's
Right.
the most innovative. Before Illmatic, you didn't have a whole bunch of different producers on one album. You had one
Right.
producer for every album.
And you know, thematically,
Like this gave rise to the super producer.
Yeah.
thematically too, you know, the one thing with Illmatic that I love, you know, it's a young man fighting with God too. You know, he has a lot of beef with God because of the situation he lives in. You know, that's powerful. So Illmatic's one to me.
Yeah, I was gonna switch those, man.
I
don't
would
know if
definitely switch those.
Man, like One Love to me is so innovative.
That
like
is my
how
favorite
many
song off
like
of that album.
songs like do you have where like you're writing a love letter to another man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That,
One Love
that
was-
was one of the innovative points, was that he was actually kind of doing a different perspective thing on an album that came out during that time. So that was
And New York State of Mind was just like a free fall of just painting pictures for you in just New York at that time, around Queensbridge where he lived. Yeah, I think Illmatic is number 1, no question for me. What do you think, Robin?
I agree. I mean, Ready to Die is solid, but it don't deserve the number 1 spot.
You wouldn't
I
have Ready to
agree.
Die without Illmatic. Like
This is
there's a
true.
lot of like albums that you can directly like attribute to Illmatic, and
Yeah.
Ready to Die is one of them.
Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the little baby on Ready to Die isn't Christopher Wallace. It's another guy. Some people don't know that. It's
I
another
legit
kid.
thought that was a baby picture of Biggie.
No, it was another guy
He
that
was too cute.
He was with a baby modeling
Little
agency, and
afro.
they used his picture for the cover.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
that sucks.
So where we put Ready to Die though? Because that is a solid album.
It could be like in top 20.
Top 20 songs.
I don't know if I can do
Somewhere.
that to Big.
So what? Oh, I'm
He
just
already
really
got an
curious
album.
now.
He
Like,
already
what
made
number
the
is
top
DMX? Can I
15.
see this list?
DMX is like he not until like late in the list.
Yo.
What?
Some people
I
are
think
great.
the DMX
Some people
do
are
deserve
great
the
though.
top 20 at least.
Man.
Some people are so dope that if they just got 2 albums before they die, those 2 albums gonna be in the top 10 maybe if they're that good.
Well, Biggie. He got
I
that.
mean, but a lot of
Ready to Die is solid.
We need some like
Ready to
honorable
Die
mentions.
is a
Yeah.
great album. The What is one of my favorite songs
Mm-hmm.
ever. Like him and Method Man, like going back and forth. Like I really love that song. Like I really love this album, but I definitely would not put it
At
number one. I
No,
would
no.
definitely maybe I would put that maybe for where Reasonable Doubt is.
So Chronic is 2, or so Reasonable Doubt is 2, or I
because
don't know.
we
I'm
moved
taking
Chronic
Chronic
out of
out
the
the
top
top
5.
five.
But yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
moved that out of the top 5.
I can't put Reasonable Doubt over Ready to Die.
But like, where's it was written like because
Yeah,
we
that's-
did 20 and it was written as nowhere to be found.
it can be found. I can find it. So Stillmatic is 33, by the way. Black on Both Sides 36.
36.
I know. I told you it's debatable.
What number was Lauren
Oh
Hill?
man, it was written.
What?
Man.
Just go ahead. Just
and
just
we
go
Lauryn Hill
ahead.
was 35.
Go
Lauryn
ahead.
Hill
Put a
was
criminal.
35.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But the miseducation of Lauryn Hill was more R&B than hip hop.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Like the source
But
didn't
it still
even rate it
influenced
like
so much
still
hip hop
influenced.
music
It
though.
did.
But the source didn't even rate it like they didn't give it mics. They reviewed it like they reviewed R&B albums because it was more R&B than hip hop.
Yo,
What
it was written got an honorable mention.
Oh,
It's not even in the top 50.
who wrote this?
It was definitivedose.com.
Somebody
I
that
don't
was
know who wrote
born
it.
in 2000. Like this is like ridiculous.
It says, man.
Like the Black album is number 38, but it was written as honorable mention.
Marshall Mathers LP is 23.
Mm.
Me Against the World is 22.
Oh.
Radio by LL Cool J is 28. Oh wow. Raising Hell, my favorite Run DMC album, is 30. They should switch that with where the
Puff
first,
Daddy and the Family is 49. Like that's like a compilation album. Like
That is a DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
And
basically, like
that's not even.
Things Fall Apart by the Roots is 46.
I'm still debating. I mean, like, what number was the Fugees at?
Fuji's, let me see. Fuji's was number
12.
I think that deserves the top 10.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I would give it to
Over-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
I give it top 10 for sure.
Y'all-
America's Most Wanted
You
is
can take the Chronic-
24.
take the Chronic
like,
out
where's
and put
death
it where it-
certificate? Like
you know.
East 99, but like East
Bone
99
Thugs.
Eternal,
Bone Thugs.
1999. Like that album, like just holds a special place in my heart. So like I'm really biased when it comes to Bone.
Yeah.
Like I'm super
Yeah.
biased. That was like my first rap concert and everything. So. Like, what do you think? Like, about, because Bone Thugs and Harmony, East Eternal 1999 is 31.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I only know Crossroads in the opening track.
Oh, man.
And First of the Month, I know that one, too. So I only know those 3 songs that they're referencing. But I know Stillmatic at 33. That's a very great sequel. It's not Illmatic, but it damn near is close. Like, Stillmatic is great. I don't know if I put it at 33.
I like Illmatic better than Still. I feel
Well,
like
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Stillmatic
We
better
all
than
agree.
Stillmatic.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but it's a solid
Oh,
sequel.
was Crisscross anywhere on that?
I doubt it. But
No.
Nope.
I
Nowhere.
love some Crisscross.
They not even the
vibes,
honorable
so
mentions, I don't think.
I really
I
Yeah,
enjoy
that one
Criss
song.
Cross as well,
Yeah.
and I think that there is a huge gap in the industry that we don't have any kid-friendly hip-hop now.
I agree.
We do, they're just not as popular.
Who?
Like we had Watch Me Nene, that guy.
Oh, they got
That song-
dance
was
music.
he a
That's-
kid?
But little
Right, he's a
kids, they
grown
got
man.
like
He's a 30-year-old.
what is it,
he
like
wasn't.
kids bop and stuff? That's all they
The
need.
Kids Bop
No.
version.
And what's
I
the
don't
other
think- I
one?
don't
Baby
like-
Shark. They straight.
I
They
don't-
don't need hip hop.
They
I
do
don't
need
like
hip-hop, 'cause
like my daughter. She loves Kids Bop, and I don't like it's just like corny versions of hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
With little kids
Well, I
singing
know-
it.
I'm sure
a Cardi
kids,
B version of
Right.
like the Kids Bop Cardi B song.
Like
Yeah,
my
he
daughter
probably had that.
loves the Kids Bop version of I Like It.
No.
like I'm sure kids.
I could only
I'm sure
imagine.
kids listen. I'm sure kids listen to the artists on Jermaine Dupri's The Rap Game show. Like I'm sure they.
I watched that show.
I'm sure they
low-key,
listen to
I'm not
them.
gonna lie.
Yes, this
Yeah,
little
they
girl.
do.
What's her? She was like 11.
Super
That
Peach,
was freestyling. No, her name like
Miss
Lele.
Mulatto.
Miss Mulatto
Hey.
won.
No, she was,
the one who won.
No,
Yeah.
she's like
The first one?
11.
Oh,
And she's like freestyle. She does freestyles every Friday. I follow her on
Oh.
Instagram and shit.
Oh, okay.
But she's actually really dope. and getting a bunch of cosigns from like a bunch of different artists, and she went to the hip hop awards, all of this. But
See,
it's the little kids out there.
There's some.
The
But-
kids don't like the little kid rap.
Right, they
That's
wanna
the
hear the
problem.
cussing. They wanna
Right,
hear
they
the-
like to shoot 'em up, bang.
Right.
That shit bang a lot harder.
see, I like
Yeah.
both. I listened to the Bow Wow and I listened to the DMX when I was younger. So I like best of both worlds.
Oh, but where are the dogs? What was it? Bow Wow's first album? But where are
His best
No,
album.
I like
was whatever
Fresh as I'm Is.
Fresh
was
as
one of the
I'm Is.
best
Because
Bow Wow
Fresh as
songs
I'm
I
Is
ever
was
heard.
when he peaked, and then it was just like
Pretty
hold on.
much.
But
You
then
gotta-
again, I guess a lot of people see Bow Wow it's like,
they?
eh.
He about,
Today-
he about 35 now.
It's
though. I keep
okay for
forgetting.
him to sit down.
You gotta understand. I was a
He
big-
don't know that though.
But I
that's
think
the
like that's
problem.
also sad that a lot of people pretend like they never liked him.
Yeah, that shit was super whack.
I
Like
that.
a lot, like
Bow
a
Wow
lot-
was the shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Man,
For real.
like I
Mr.
saw,
106
like
in
I
Park.
made the
For real.
mistake
Yeah.
of taking my niece, who was 11 at the time, to the Scream tour.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had a really dope lineup. There was Chris Brown, like right after his first album dropped, Trey Songz.
Mm.
And like when Lil Bow Wow came out, you couldn't hear shit. Like
They
it
was
was
screaming.
just screaming
Yes.
the
That's
whole
what's called the Scream tour.
time.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
I was a-
literally.
True to
I,
self.
I was a big like Mike fan though.
Oh man, that was
Like,
my.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I had
yeah.
that shit on VHS.
For real.
Everybody did.
I had on
Okay.
DVD.
Mm-mm.
Wait,
My
you,
mama said the DVD was too expensive.
But the game is missing something
a
like that.
blockbuster.
But I also kind of like I feel for Bow Wow because there are a lot of people that kind of like distance themselves from like as far like as like like they act like they weren't part of the family.
That's because he be doing
It's
crazy
like-
nigga
That's what I
shit.
was about to say. It's like they
No.
forgot
If he
that
would
once
act
was
cool,
somebody.
like
Act right.
chill out,
Yo,
we
Yeah.
would give him the credit. But since he want to do crazy nigga shit and fly on private jets,
Right, quote unquote.
right.
It's okay, you're old.
The honorable
You have
mentions.
What's the honorable mentions?
The honorable mentions got me sad and laughing at the same time.
Okay.
The ones that got me sad, they got Midnight Marauders in honorable
Oh
mentions.
my god.
That's like my favorite.
They got
Tribe
It Was
of-
Written in honorable mentions. Fear of a Black Planet in honorable mentions. It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
See,
what-
this is preposterous.
See, listen,
Yeah.
they got like listen. I think this shouldn't even be on the list at all. But I Am by Nas is in honorable mentions.
Oh.
I don't even think that should be on the
That
list.
shouldn't even be an honorable
Right.
mention.
Yeah. They got the College Dropout as honorable mention. Get Rich or Die
Well,
Trying.
you know we cancel Kanye, so that's different.
Well, we talking about the
Like
past.
Water for Chocolate, it should be listed.
It definitely should be listed.
Y'all, so what would y'all consider in the 2010s? Y'all top 5
Ooh,
albums?
Whoa.
okay. So
2010.
look,
Like,
I got it. I think so.
Let her go.
Okay.
Let's go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
go because okay.
for it.
So in no specific order.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for J Cole.
Yeah.
Amen.
Which
Uh,
one?
We talking about albums though.
Right, albums.
You said 2010s. Oh, you
Yep.
said the albums.
Yep,
Yeah,
albums.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, I gotta name the albums. Okay, mixtapes though, right? Friday Night Lights.
If it sounds like
Friday
album,
Night
yeah.
Lights for sure.
Friday,
Oh, wait, oh,
oh,
yeah.
that's
By
then
far.
that's Friday Nights for sure.
Top 5.
Man.
All day.
Okay, so
All day. For me.
More About Nothing,
Okay.
the mixtape. Not
That's good.
Over
Yeah.
the first one? Okay, well, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, Cushion Orange Juice.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so name the artist. More About Nothing is by Wale. Cushion Orange Juice is Wiz Khalifa. Friday Night Lights is J.
J.
Cole.
Cole.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Nothing Was the Same.
Drake.
Okay, Trey. Yeah.
Got to. And my number 5 is gonna have to be Big Crit.
Mhm.
Which one?
Because you put mixtapes in there.
Right.
Yeah.
We basically just did
I mean,
mixtapes.
Return of Forever is boss.
What was,
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Return Forever. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That was.
Yeah, cause rotation, that's my shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, but at the top would be Friday Night Lights. That's the start.
Okay.
I agree with that one.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Who want to go next?
Section
It's
80.
tough. Oh yeah, Section 80. You got to throw
Section 80
Section 80 in there.
Section
Okay.
80, for sure.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I like HOC though. I'm gonna give HOC my 6th spot.
Who made that?
That's
Kendrick
it's
Lamar.
Kendrick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, early Kendrick.
That's when he was just spitting crazy shit.
You know, he used to rap like Lil Wayne in his mixtape days until he like kind of grew into his own. Like you could tell he was really influenced by Wayne.
Yeah.
Something
Oh,
else.
Shayna, you should have this list already set. Like
2010, like,
Yeah.
man, I've been listening to rap for like 20 years.
Uh,
That's a lot of tags.
5 minutes left.
5
All right,
minutes.
we gotta.
I'm trying to think. I'm going through some of them. Thinking like, what's the best one?
I got a set list, and it's not really in particular order. Pimp a
Cheat,
Butterfly.
man. Like you
Okay.
looking at your phone.
Not really, I mean-
He was ready.
I was trying to. I was
Right,
trying
he's
to.
ready.
I was
He
trying to
had
make
it
sure. I was
right.
trying to make
Right.
sure Take Care was in 2010s, but like
yeah.
Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick, Take Care, Drake. I want to say Born Sinner, J. Cole, maybe. There's a song. There's an album by Tech Nine. All sixes and sevens by Tech Nine, and number 5 is probably. I want to say Cadillatica or Return Forever by Big Crit.
I like Forever. I feel like I'm the only person that like Forever in the Day.
No, I do.
Nah, it's
I like
solid,
that one.
but Cadillac.
I would
between
never
Cadillac-
rate any like the only Crit album that may be in the running as far as his mixtapes is Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. Like Crit albums.
That's not a mixtape.
I said that's the only album that
That's
I will
an
put
album.
in the running with as far as being as good as his mixtapes.
Oh, okay.
Cadillactica.
I love
Because
Cadillaca
I love,
though.
but
It was
eh,
solid.
it was solid, but
for,
I like,
for it to try to be as mainstream as he was trying to get, it was solid.
but it's not as good as It's Better This Way.
I feel like Cadillaca was more compromised towards the independent Big Crit, and Live from the Underground was more compromised towards the mainstream hip hop of what Def Jam was trying to push him to be. I don't know.
It just never fit. Mainstream just won't fit for Big Crit because
At all.
he just out of everybody league.
If he would
clearly.
just stop doing that shit and just keep making the music.
Well, that's what he's
Right.
doing now.
Yeah.
He went independent.
Yeah, he did go independent.
All right, so we got 4 minutes, I guess. So what
Yeah.
y'all gotta say?
Eric,
All Kendrick.
oh Kendrick,
I'm doing
oh
Good Kid,
Kendrick.
Mad City. I'm doing. I don't know about Damn. Nah, I don't know.
Damn,
but
is good.
It's good, but top 5. Oh,
All right, we gotta wrap up.
y'all,
So y'all draw your own conclusions.
right.
I guess this like not one person's list is gonna be the same as everybody else's.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
you learn from this here.
Yeah, it's been a great episode, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing
Yes,
y'all
thank you for
y'all
having
list.
me.
Thank y'all for coming today.
And
Like
whoever
and
made
share.
that
us.
list on that website is born in 1999, December 31st.
we should add a link to the website.
We will
Yeah.
like and share. All right.
Okay, are we giving out? Oh, that's it.
Oh, you want to say something? Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I thought he was gonna give out social media.
Oh yeah, give out your social
Okay.
media.
Well, yeah. Robin_niggas. Follow me on all social media. Call you back pod on all social media and the real K Simone.
Paige, you got your social media?
Pay
Oh,
page.
Oh yeah, it's at page spelled PAIGE.
And the Brianna Films, please.
Oh, and at the Brianna Films.
And Gold.tv. Thank you.
And at gold.tv.
We appreciate it. It's been another great episode.
All right.